Barrow's absolutely going crazy. How is he not the best striker in Blue Lock? Hey, welcome back guys. Today we'll be going over the events of Blue Lock chapter 230 and 231. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Blue Lock content. Previously, we witnessed Barrow score an amazing goal that went right in between Isagi and Kaiser to level the score. The viewers are going crazy for that goal that Barrow just scored. And after being inspired by Barrow's super goal, Snuffy has decided to rescind his retirement and continue playing. Snuffy makes his way onto the bench as the Master's time is up. All the Ubers players are celebrating the fact that Mark Snuffy has decided to continue playing. Isagi can't take this humiliation, gritting his teeth before crouching over and releasing a loud scream. Barrow is now the main focal point in this game, as he is the most dangerous on the field. He completely devoured Isagi, as everything went according to plan for Barrow. I'm not sure why, but for some reason Raichi is apologizing to Isagi. But I guess he really wanted to contain Snuffy, even though we all knew it was an impossible task for him. You can see his determination. Isagi also takes the blame for allowing them to score because he was too naive to think he'd be able to do it alone. The Blue Lock boys actually taking accountability. They're really growing as players. Although we see this growth, Isagi expresses his doubts about being able to see a way of beating both Barrow and Kaiser. An announcement is made and both master strikers have to leave the field because the time is up. Isagi had forgotten about that rule, but I don't blame him. That was a very long 3 minutes. But whoever the substitutes are, they are about to shift the momentum of the game. Well, I guess Sendo wasn't badly injured if he's stretching to go back inside, unlike Kurona, who is in no shape to continue, as Igarashi expresses his readiness to play. But as expected from Bastard, Noel Noah is going to pick the player with the best overall stats. Kiora is the one up next. We are finally about to get an appearance from the 80 overall player who should be a great finisher. But much to my surprise, Isagi has to intervene, saying that if they play Kiora, they won't win. Even though Kiora has high individual stats, up there with the rest of the starters, he's not the missing piece. Isagi wants to bring in a playmaker who can bring in new ideas onto the field, a game changer. It's crazy because this is all for Isagi's goal. Isagi has turned into a true egoist. But for Isagi to become the game's hero, the player he wants is Hiori, because he sees the game the same way Isagi does, as Isagi is just one piece away. Isagi really made Kiora zip up his jacket. And of course, this request does get rejected, because we know that Bastard only pick based on individual ability, so Noah can't allow it. Hiori speaks up and says that if they had one more playmaker who sees the game from a bird's eye view, that player can read Isagi's movements and support him. To Ubers, this will look like there's two Isagis on the field. Hiori will become his shadow. Hiori takes off his jacket even before Noah gives a response. For the first time, he actually wants to do this. Hiori wants to measure himself against the world. For the first time in his life, he'll believe in himself. Noah has no choice but to accept, but this comes with a condition. If they mess up, they're off the starting lineup. Isagi and Hiori wouldn't have it any other way. It's kinda sad though that we won't get to see Kiora play. But for me personally at least, I'd rather see Hiori enter the field. Has Isagi finally got the last piece of the puzzle? We'll have to see if he can score the winning goal. As we enter the game's final stages between Bastard Munich and Ubers, the game is tied at 2-2. As the tension runs high and the anticipation builds up, the players eagerly wait for the game to start. Snuffy gives the orders for the Ubers players to play around Barrow, using the tactics he taught them. This makes Barrow the focal point of their attacks. Barrow could end up being the protagonist of this match, and probably score a back-to-back hat-trick. The only downside is that he'll have to take responsibility for any failure. Barrow's not having none of this, as he tells Snuffy to stay quiet on the bench. Uber's players are ready to go, just waiting for the whistle. Noah tells Kiora that he'll play in the next match, meaning that someone will be off in the starting lineup. I can see Kiora starting in place of Grim, and Hiori in place of Kurona right behind Isagi. Hiori's getting ready to come in, and thanking Isagi for picking him. But Isagi just picked him because he wants to score. And then, we see that Hiori can apparently also use Metavision. This duo is about to be insane, as Isagi asks Hiori about their attack that Snuffy stopped and what he saw. Hiori says that he would have scored if he got the ball to his feet. As you can see, they're both on the same page. Hiori asks what's the plan, and of course Isagi doesn't have one. I guess they'll just make something up on the fly. As the other players are still evolving, there's bound to be gaps somewhere. And if they can exploit them, they can 100% win. Hiori is somewhat confused at the fact that he's not mad at Isagi's expectations. In this match, he's definitely going to change. A monster is about to be born. Snuffy says Isagi has a unique talent, and he understands why Noah took him under his wing. And Noah says the same about Barrow. Snuffy saying it reminds him of Noah and Ego, and the twisted rivalry they had. Snuffy goes on to say if their rate of improvement stays the same, then Japan might be able to win the World Cup. It seems like Barrow reminds him of Noah, and Isagi reminds him of Ego. That was a really good rivalry they had, and they were each other's #1 rivals. As Ness is going crazy, sweating all over the place, because he thinks that there's a chance that he and Kaiser could lose. Kaiser tells him to wipe that pathetic look off his face and stay calm. Every game has gaps that they can exploit. But Kaiser is also pissed off by all of this, saying he'll destroy them all with Ness if he's ready. Lorenzo offers up one of his gold teeth to Barrow, saying that he's never seen Snuffy like this, with Barrow saying they should all set up his winning goal. Raichi shouts out that with Snuffy gone, it's time to shift the game back into Bastard's favor. The stage is set. After a fierce back and forth, Bastard Munich and Ubers are tied at 2-2. Who will score the winning goal and emerge as the game's protagonist? The game finally kicks off, with Ness passing it to Kaiser as they attack Ubers, with Isagi claiming that the king of this match is him. Now with Hiori in the game, Isagi believes he can take this game to another level, as he'll aim for the throne himself. Comment down below what you guys think will happen in chapter 232, titled High Evolution. There's a chance I might use your comment in the next video. Also, join the community Discord and discuss your speculations and theories in there, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.